This is going to be section 2. I'm going to talk about the time value of money. I might go a little quicker than the last video on this. So let's kind of go through this, what this means. Use real company data. You're going to have to go to Yahoo Finance and look for it. In this section, will apply time value of money using the actual cash flows from your selected company. You must use real financial data only. No estimates, no assumptions, no made-up values. Now, there's a caveat there. I'm going to talk about that. I will let you make up some information. We can't find it. So you got to choose one of the following options. Here's option A: present present value or future value of real company cash flows. You will use the cash flow values from your company's cash flow statement. Search company, click on financials, select cash flow. So I already showed that in the previous video. And then scroll down to find cash flow from operating activities, capital expenditures, free cash flow. So let's just do that real quick. So hold on one second. So we want to go cash flow. Just make sure it wasn't something else I was thinking of. So here's cash flow statement right down there. And cash value. I don't know if changing cash. I'm going to double check where it says to find it on there. So then we want to go to cash flow from operating. That's all we want. Cash flow from operating. Cash flow from continuous. So check that again. We got net from continuous operating gain. So I've not looked at Lowe's, how they're set up yet. Change in working capital, non-stock based. You know, I was kind of worried it not showing the free cash flow on this. And that's why I change in inventory. Depreciation, asset. So it's everything with chapter 3, chapter 4. So if you can't find that, which I am not seeing our free cash flow. Oh, what am I thinking? It's right down here. I went to operating activities. So as you scroll down, this was right there in Yahoo Finance. So I had to, just in case we can't find it, I did have another way of doing it. So cross it off. I think you should be able to find that on the bottom. We got the free cash flows. So all I want you to do here is, look, that's 2025, 24, 23, 22, right? So what I want you to do is copy these numbers, and I want you to label this into Excel. Here, I'm going to create a new sheet. So very simple. I highlighted those, and I'm going to copy those. I was going to go, it doesn't matter. We can go here. Here's the years. This was 2025, 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021. So really all I want you to do is find the time value of money. I want you, and you're going to make sure when you do this in Excel, you're going to do a screenshot, or you don't need to do a screenshot through the other method. You can do that. Right click and hit copy. And you could paste that right into Word. You actually could edit numbers in a Word if you paste it. So don't worry about screenshots when it comes to Excel, which is nice. So we got that. All I really want you to do is find the future value or the present value of those cash flows. So we need to know what is the WACC, what is the required return, on it. So what you could do, I don't want you to spend a lot of time, because we're going to have another section on WACC. But what I want you to do is do a little research, do some research and try to find what's an appropriate WACC or required return for Lowe's. And what you're going to do is you're going to find a future value or present value of these cash flows, these free cash flows. Make sure you label everything. And so I know what it is, and you know, you can highlight it, make sure it's centered, stuff like that. Make it look nice. I'm not going to do that in this video because it'll take too much time, but I want to show you. I want you to find the present value, future value. So what I mean by that, you can either pick 2021 or 2025. So you can convert all these cash flows to 2025. That would be the future value of those. Or you can convert all the cash flows and put them into 2021 dollars. That would be the present value. So that's all you're really doing in that regard. Okay. Last thing I'm going to show you is a cool function in Excel. It's called transpose. So if I hit transpose and I highlight those numbers and see what it did. You type in transpose. This is vertical and I want it horizontal. So I can do the same thing with that. So if you want it to look horizontal, which I recommend you to do, there you go. Hit transpose and automatically makes it vertical, goes into the horizontal. And we have the years and that. And then all you're going to do is tell me, what are you finding? Are you finding the present value? So you have to convert them all to $2021 if that's the case. Present value would be here. And if you're trying to find the future value, that means I want to have them all converted to 2025. And that's going to be right here. And what you have to do is find the WACC required return. So let's go back to our assignment. I just say, if you can't find it directly, now Lowe's is easy. It depends on the company. Some are hard. Cash flow from operations minus capital expenditures. You can do that if you want to find it. Now mine just gave it to you, which is nice on the bottom. But again, not all companies are the same. Option B, the dividend-based time value of money. If your company pays dividends required in the project, you may choose instead to use the actual dividends paid per share from Yahoo Finance or total dividends paid from the 10K. You must screenshot the actual dividend values, choose either present value or future value, and show the work using real dividends cash flows only. So what does that mean? I'm not going to show it there, but if you want to go, instead of doing the free cash flow, I just recommend doing that. You can look up in the 10K and you can look up all past dividends paid out for the last few years. And if you could find that, you can discount those or present value, future value. So you could do that as well. So there you go. Not too bad of a, and remember, follow the screenshot. Or I'm sorry, follow the requirements on the bottom, the checklist. But thank you. That's section 2. And after you get that done, make sure you get everything nice. And again, at the end of the videos, I'm going to show you how to do the headings and table content for our project.